In the book of Proverbs 18 and 16, Proverbs chapter 18 and 16, it reads, "A man's gift make room for him and brings him before great men." I speak to so many people experiencing depression and anxiety, and speaking as somebody who used to experience a lot of anxiety and depression, I can boldly tell you that sometimes and many times the root cause of depression and anxiety is an unfulfilled life. You see, we were created to feel like we're worth something, like we're doing something. We were created to feel appreciated, like we're in the right place and we're needed. You know, the work of our hands is needed. Our service is needed. There is a gap we're filling. And in the moment you don't feel that way, you spiral downwards. I can't say it enough how many people I speak to who have no motivation to wake up to their jobs the next morning, and yet they have to do it because of the bills. I'm not here to preach quit your job and follow your dreams. It's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is spend time to realize your gifts and talents. Spend time to realize them. Ask God to help you realize them. And then nurture them, sharpen them. There is a unique way that each and every person can plug in or connect into their gift and talent. Some people work full-time in jobs that pay their bills, and they have a side hustle involving their gift and talent. And some people do some jobs for a while until they slowly transition into doing something else that they find is their calling. However you're going to do it, all I'm saying is until you realize this and connect to this in some way, you're not home yet. You're not home yet. God created all of us uniquely. In the book of Jeremiah, he says, before he formed us in our mother's wombs, he knew us. God knows the number of hairs on your head. There isn't a generalization here. You're not part of some bulk thing that happened. You are unique. And when we say we're unique, we love to say that. We're unique and wonderfully and fearfully made. So the Bible tells us enough about our uniqueness. But what does unique mean to you? Exactly what I'm here to talk about. Unique means what it means. You're unique. There's a special set of skills, the combination of your life experiences, your talent, and your gifts, those skills, everything that makes up you is so unique that nobody else can do that quite like you. There is something that you can do that people would do similar, but they can't do it exactly like you. We all have it. Many will live their whole lives and sadly pass on without ever realizing it. Self-actualization is not for the masses. It's supposed to be for the masses, but in this modern day, it's not for the masses. But let's change that. What are you here for? You're not just here for the cookie cutter roles, like to just live your little life or a big life, what you think or what you call big, and just walk. How unique do you see yourself? How special do you think you are? Do you ask yourself this? Why have you experienced the things that you have experienced in your life? What was the whole point of all those life experiences? What skills do you have? Why do you have those skills? What gifts do you have? Why do you have those gifts? God is not a waster. I keep repeating this to people. God is not a waster. Whatever He placed in our hands, we're meant to use it for something. We're meant to multiply it. And this is what the stagnation is all about. If you are not willing to multiply and let what is in your hands benefit others, that circle cannot go around and come back to you. People are losing out because you want the shortcut to life. Because you're too scared to even find out how unique you may be, of what real benefit. The world doesn't need people to fit in. The world needs people who are alive, not depressed and anxious, alive. Waking up knowing that there's a special place you fill. I'm not here to label big jobs, small jobs, big talent, small talent. I'm here to say what you have in your hands that you came to this world with, or that you came to acquire while you were in this world. Skills, talents, gifts, all of it, the bulk of it, plus your life experience, no matter how horrible you think it is or has been. You can ask me about mine. So I know what they call suffering. I know what they call feeling like you're bad luck, that even if you cough, it will become bad luck. I don't want to get into that right now, but when you see people smiling, looking all cute, don't be fooled by it. You don't know what they've experienced in life. When you see people talking to you motivationally, don't dismiss them and say, oh, they had an easy life, so they think they can tell me what to do. You have no idea what they may have dealt with, for which they feel that they have something to share with you. That will give you a shortcut and help you jump so many hurdles and not have to experience those horrible things yourself too. Learn to value when you hear somebody speaking motivationally to you. It's currency for your success. A ton of things people have gone through, they talk about it lightly. I'm talking to you today. You have no idea why I'm talking to you about talents and gifts. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. God is not a waster. Your creator is not a waster. So when you remain in that waste mode, you're not going to experience the fullness of his glory, of victory. This is one of the big problems. What do you have in your hands? Because you have something in your hands. God didn't send any of us here with empty hands. May I shock you with that? So what do you have in your hands? And why will you carry it your whole life and go to the grave with it? Only for the Father to ask you one day, what did you do with the talents, the skills, everything I gave you, the life experiences? There are no mistakes. There's a reason you're listening to me today. There is a reason that you have gone through every single good, bad, maybe some way, things that you have gone through. There are reasons for it. You are so unique. I don't know how to explain it to you. So unique. They don't make them like you. It's just you he made like you. Do you understand me? And until you realize this, you are not home. You're not home. So feeling like you don't have grounding, you're losing your ground. You don't know who you are anymore. This is the root cause of it. Feeling so unfulfilled. Because you're walking in circles. And I know. You have no idea how much I know what I'm about to say. I know times are hard. Financially, oh la la. Let's not go there. Oh la la. It's not easy. It's not easy. And a lot of times, I don't know about men, but we women have a unique way of dressing up and doing our makeup and throwing on the next, Michael Kors watch and purses. And we look like we're all that, $1 million. So sometimes it's hard to know who is suffering and who is not suffering. I don't know how the men are able to identify each other, but I'm speaking for women since I'm a woman and it's more familiar. You know, we look a certain way, so people don't know what you're going through. So let's forget about how people look on social media, or even when we see them in person. Forget about how they look. You don't know what's behind the doors. I know financially the world is in a frenzy right now. I know that, and yet I'm speaking to you about your talents, your giftings. Listen, you can think you have success, but what I'm saying here, what I know, like I know, that I'll be a bad person if I don't share with you. What I know is that when you walk in your gifting and your talents, when you do that unique thing you're meant to do, your success is better and higher. I'm talking about the long haul. No short-term goals here. So maybe you make $1 million today. Your annual income or profit is $1 million or 100,000, whatever you think is success to you. I'm saying there's something else that you are called to do. Maybe you're doing that thing already, but I'm speaking to those who are not yet. There's something better out there. Don't you want to know it? Don't you want to be it before you leave this world? What would have been the whole point of coming here? You came here to display it, to show who you are. There's people whose destinies have been waiting for this thing that's in your hands. Why would you put it all to waste? And you have the Father to answer to one day. One sure day. Let's talk some more. This is big. I know I call a lot of things big because there are only a few big things. This is one of them. If I call something big, please know that I know what I'm telling you. I know what I'm telling you. Until you are walking in your gifting, you're not home yet. Your success is shortcut. Your success is handicapped. Let me put it that way, for lack of a better term. I pray God will open our eyes to see the way that I'm trying to help you visualize that I can't even find the words for. I pray the Holy Spirit Himself will open our eyes to see us the way that He sees us, the way we were made, where we should be standing right now. Not where we are, but where we're supposed to be standing. Where our significance should lie. May He open our eyes to see it. Some of you might be amazed when you ask God for this, and He grants it. And He begins to show you daily, slowly, opening your eyes, opening your ears, guiding your way. You know it's a prayer you can pray. That God, please help me to know what you brought me here to do best. What you brought me here that can serve me and serve mankind better than what I'm doing right now. Or even if it's what I'm doing, the unique way that you want me to do it that will serve people better. Because when I'm serving others, then I'm on your high table. I just gave you a secret. When you are standing in your giftings, when you are doing what God has called you to do, yes, it will put food on your table. But if it is what God has called you to do, which He always makes so that it benefits the majority, the thing you have in your hand is meant to serve so many people. When you are doing that thing, then you are at God's high table. Then you are at God's high table. May God bless His word. Amen.